Hey everybody, it's Wing Rider. A little bit dirty. Look at that. I've been working on the Polaris, and let me show you. Pardon the camera work. I just did a video on this thing, pulling the carburetor apart, mud and crap all around it, cleaned it up. And this is a 2004 Polaris Ranger TM. Okay, 2x4. And for about a year now, it's been, it'd run about half throttle. It got to where it wouldn't rev up that high. It'd run about half throttle. I just kept running it. It'd get to where it'd start cutting out. I'd pull the choke out, it'd take off again. Push the choke in, it'd run for a second, I'd pull the choke back out, it'd take off again. This guy has a fuel pump that is a vacuum operated fuel pump. Works off a vacuum from the engine, or pressure from the engine, I'm not sure. It might be some kind of pressure. I think it's vacuum. It's got diaphragms in there. You'll see in the video, the previous video, where I took it apart and I cleaned the carburetor and everything up. I thought, man, that fixed it. It's running pretty good. But still, I got so used to it running half throttle, I didn't even notice. But today it started cutting out again. I thought, okay, I'm going to fix this damn thing once and for all. I checked on this thing. $74 from Polaris, the fuel pump, $61 from another place. But then I thought, I can replace it, because I saw a video where a guy replaced this thing, this vacuum operated or pressure operated fuel pump for the Polaris, and he said it fixed it. Here's what my solution was. Okay, I put an electric fuel pump on it. Okay, there's the number, Purelator. Okay. This one's for gas and diesel, and it's just simple. It's right down there. The hose that goes around the back of the engine for the vacuum or pressure or whatever, I think it's vacuum, I just cut it off and plugged it off because I didn't have a fitting or something to go over the tube. Coming out of the fuel tank, I took that line. It goes into a filter, into the pump. From the pump, right back around into the carburetor. There's a ground wire and a hot wire. I just took a test light. I found an auxiliary wire right down here that nothing was plugged into. When I turned the key on, power, so I thought, okay, there you go. And the way this one works, it pumps, but it doesn't pump up pressure and cut off. There's like a relief valve in there that when it gets so much pressure it just bypasses, because I took a pair of pliers and I clamped off the hose and it still kept running, and then I read the directions and I thought, okay, it's got a bypass in it. So when you start it up, you expect it to pump up pressure and cut off. This one doesn't do that. But I checked it with a filter off, checked the carburetor and everything, no leaks, nothing like that. It's not over pressuring or anything. When the float gets up to and the needle valve cuts off, it just starts bypassing. Anyway, that's what I just did on this guy. And this guy right here comes with the filter. It's larger than the original hose, which is 1/4 inch, but I forced it up over there and put a hose clamp on it. Just put it up the original pump where the bolt was on the original pump. It's a self-tapper. Goes in the frame right there. I just use the same bolt, same hole in the frame, and put the ground wire on it. Okay? Alright. This sucker run, it just pinned me back in the seat. Run wide open twice as fast as it has in years. It wasn't cutting out or anything like that, and I thought, okay, I got the problem solved. I think I do. So, we're going to go for a ride. And I'm going to show you this guy and show you what it does now compared to what I was doing the other day, if you watch my other video. But if you have this problem with a 2004 or any Polaris where it starts cutting out, you're not getting full throttle, you pull the choke out, and it takes off again, then it starts cutting out again, this vacuum pump, this thing's 12 years old. It's a 2004, so it's almost 13 years old. Well, it's 13 years old. This vacuum pump, I took it off, and even though the rubber and everything inside the valves looked fine the other day when I took it apart, they looked okay. and it's still pumping fuel. I took a clear fuel filter and put it on the line with this guy, and I could see it pulsing fuel, but it wasn't, I don't think it was near what the volume should be. But that guy, that's the trick right there, okay? And if you didn't get it, that's what it is. That's the number, it's Purelator. Okay, I got it, it's a bumper to bumper, it was auto parts or something. And that's it right there. This is for gas and diesel, works either one. And it's for boats, cars, small equipment, a little bit of everything. But that's the one I got, and it was like $52 with tax and all. So hang on just a second. Let me get the seat back on, and I'll show you what we got. Okay, we're back. I got a starter button on that. Here, keep. Back up here. This thing's got some oomph now like it did when it was new. There we go, baby. Hang on. Oh, man. It hadn't run like that in well over a year. It'd run about half throttle. That vacuum pump just was pumping us all, but it wasn't enough. But that cured it. Oh, baby. Yes, sir. Before, when it got up to half throttle, it'd start spitting and sputtering. I'd pull the choke and it'd try to run again. But it wouldn't run like it runs now, man. This sucker, get up and boogie. Alright. Okay. So if you have a 2004 Polaris Ranger or any Polaris, this one's got that little 2-cylinder engine in it. I say little. That's the key right there. Don't order this guy, this vacuum pump. Don't try to fix it. Just, get you an electric pump, and like I say, this is the one that I've got. I hooked it up, and it just, like I say, that third, that pulse line, that third one, down where it goes under the engine, I cut it off real close, put a bolt in it, and a hose clamp, and just plugged it off because I didn't have one of them rubber nipple things to go over the metal thing, tube sticking out of the engine, but it's fine. There's not really any pressure there. You just don't want it to get dirt or anything in there. And as far as the other two, from the tank to the filter, from the filter to the pump out to the carburetor. And it's simple. It's simple. But that did it. That's what fixed mine. So if you're having the same problem, that's the cure. Wing Rider, talk to you later.